Once again, I welcome you all for Science and Technology Part 2, Standard 10. Students, we will be continuing with Chapter number 9, Social Health Module 2. My name is Ms. Jagjeet Kaur. Students, now let us see what are the learning objectives. So in Module 2, you all will be learning about communication media and excessive use of modern technology. Also, you will be understanding the symptoms of mental ill health and cybercrime. And also you will be understanding about stress management. And under stress management, you will be understanding the ways to manage stress, mental problems, their treatment, and institutions that offer help. Now, before beginning with the module, let us recall what we have studied in Module 1. So, we studied that due to advent of technology, our lifestyles are changing, and along with physical health, importance of cleanliness and staying fit keeps the social and mental health of a person. And the concept of health encompasses physical, mental, and social health, and the ability of a person to establish relationship with other persons is called social health. And we also studied that one of the important characteristic of social health is the ability to change one's own behavior according to changing social condition. And strong personality, having large number of friends and relatives, proper time management, trust in others, respect and acceptance for others are the factors which are necessary for good social health. Factors disturbing or endangering the social health are mental stress, addiction and incurable diseases. Then stress can be defined as the degree to which you feel overwhelmed or unable to cope as a result of pressures that are unmanageable. Then addiction is a psychological and physical inability to stop consuming a chemical, drug, activity or substance even though it is causing psychological and physical harm. And incurable diseases are considered to be disorders of both infectious and non-infectious, neoplastic, autoimmune, genetic or metabolic in nature that have no known current cure. Terminal illnesses include conditions such as late-stage cancer, AIDS, that is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, and some forms of heart disease. Students, now let's learn about communication media and excessive use of modern technology. Modern technology and communication media have drastically changed the lives of people. Mobile phone has become an addiction that can endanger the social health. People remain constantly on the phones. Then due to addiction to electronic media, various physical problems like tiredness, headache, insomnia, that is inability to sleep, forgetfulness, ringing or buzzing in the ears, joint pains and problems in vision are on rise. This may be due to radiation of cell phones. Such radiations penetrate the bones of children, causing damage. And persons who are on computers and internet continuously become solitary. They remain aloof and do not have contact with his or her relatives and members of society. This leads to self-centeredness. They lose the sensitivity towards other. The negative computer and cell phone games cause children to become negative in their thoughts and actions. They are tremendously time consuming. The concentration in the studies is lost and memorization understanding of the subjects also become a problem. Some activities like these cause financial loss and it may cost life too. Therefore, one should be vigilant while using such media. The internet has such huge information that it can provide information for every question, but its use should be done for only positive purposes. There are many inappropriate contents on the web. These should not be seen by young people. Though government has banned such sites, elders in the house should supervise on the use of the internet. Now student, let's think and answer the question. Explain details on happenings about blue whale game. Now students, you all might have heard about blue whale game. So what was the happenings for this game? Yes, the online blue whale game is a suicide game which progressively engages a person in various challenges, finally leading to death. The game includes a series of 50 challenges, with the last one prompting the person to end his or her life. It also prevents players to withdraw from the game by finding the behavioral weak points of the player. And children have become addicted to internet and social media and thus have become disconnected from parents, relatives and friends. This leads them to develop interest in the virtual world and fall prey to such fatal games. Now the second question, why is there increase in news of death by drowning in oceans, falling in deep valleys or under trains during catching the cell phone selfie? Correct. Nowadays, people are more concerned about their status and importance on social media. They indulge in clicking selfies and are not aware about the world around and the risk involved. This leads them to go extreme length to try and capture selfies from a dangerous position or area. The craze to upload such selfies on social media and getting appreciated by people has resulted in death of many people. Now students, let's try to answer two more questions. So the third question is, there is increasing competition to upload the videos of road accidents instead of helping the victims. What is the mentality of such people? Yes, you all are correct. People taking videos at the site of accident are irresponsible, insensitive, and lack helpful nature. They are more concerned about their photos on WhatsApp and Facebook and about getting more likes and comments. Also, there is possibility of these people being under stress and that they perform such activities to relieve their stress. And such activities are declared as mental illness by medical science, and hence people indulging in such activities might be mentally sick. Now students, the fourth question, why are the video clips of parents threatening or hitting the children not studying as per their wish, or domestic helpers beating the children very common on social media nowadays? Yes, several parents tend to physically punish their children in order to make them focus more on studies and get higher grades and marks. They have extremely high expectations from their children and are ready to spend more money to educate them by sending them to private tuitions and classes. So in many houses, children are left along with the servants who might not be too affectionate towards them. It generally happens in houses where both mother and father are away from home due to work, and these servants cannot take care of the psychological needs of the children, get irritated listening to their daily demands, and tend to beat them. Students, now let us understand the symptoms of mental ill health. Mentally ill persons are those who are indulging in such destructive and unnatural activities. Selficide persons constantly take selfies as they are not aware about their surroundings and the risk that may make them victims. Person indulging in selfie is not aware about the world around and the risk. Also, persons who are mentally ill are involved in domestic violence and suicidal thoughts, sending messages to others and then committing suicides. Such sick people actually need support and they want others to sympathize with them. And spending lots of time on television, computer, or cell phone without having conscience about time management is also a sign of mental illness. Students, now let's understand what is cybercrime. No personal information should be shared on the phone, especially the details of bank account, Aadhaar card, PAN card, credit card or debit card number, etc. Cheating persons by using their information is the greatest cybercrime. If PIN of any debit or credit card is known to a stranger, he or she can make fraudulent transactions. So, the PIN number and CVV number should be kept total secret. Otherwise, the bank transactions are done using PIN without the knowledge of the consumers. And in online purchases, many a times consumers are cheated. In this, the consumers are shown superior items on websites, but actually the inferior ones are sold to them. And hacking of information is done by some programmers in which the confidential information about government, institutes and companies is obtained from internet with the help of computer programs. Then fake Facebook accounts are opened and false information is displayed there. This is for harassing girls or financially exploiting others. And in internet piracy, written literature, software, photos, videos, music, etc. of other persons are misused or legally used is also a cyber crime. The students' misuse of electronic media, sending disrespectful messages, spreading vulgar pictures and provocative statements is also a cybercrime. Very rapid exchange of information through media like email, Facebook and WhatsApp takes place these days, but we have to take care about leaking of our own important information. However, when our personal information and phone numbers are automatically spread and reached to fraudulent people, then they commit malpractices which can hinder the function or shut of the cell phones or computers. All these are cybercrimes which are also indicative of mental health. Cybercrime Unit is a department that collects the details and investigate the cybercrime and thereby find the criminal with the help of the internet. This department is under the police department and it has all experts of the field of internet technology. Now let's learn about IT Act 2000. Now students, IT Act 2000 has been put into practice since 17th October 2000 and was amended in the year 2008. Now, according to this act, the person committing cybercrime has to face imprisonment up to 3 years or a fine up to 5 lakh or both. And students, Maharashtra is at leading position in controlling cybercrimes. And Maharashtra is the first state to start a separate cybercrime unit of police department. Under this unit, cybercrime experts collect information, investigate the cybercrime, and find the criminal with the help of internet. Now students, can you tell why do you wait for periods of music, PT, drawing in the classroom? Yes, learning and listening to the music, singing, exercising, playing sports, and drawing or sketching are activities which keep us happy and drive away the stress. And also in schools, children tend to get stressed by studying various subjects. So the above mentioned periods such as music, PT, drawing bring a little relief to the children and help them to de-stress. Now students, let's learn about stress management. So before that, what is stress? Correct. Stress is a normal part of life, and it may manifest itself in different ways. However, stress is not always bad. In fact, it can be a motivator which helps the body to prepare for potentially dangerous and life-threatening situations. And also, stress from a biological perspective is defined as a reaction to change or a process of responding to any kind of perceived threat. Usually, stress stimulates the release of hormones, which in turn induces several changes in the body that prepare it for fight or flight situations. And we experience stress from different factors, including our environment, our body, and even our thoughts. Now, let us learn about the ways to manage stress. So people gathered together and relieve their mental stress by laughing out loudly in the laughter club. And it is thought that by laughing together, the stress is reduced. Then communicating with all the people who are significant in our life, especially with our parents. Also expressing our feelings with near and dear ones and noting down our feelings. Then hobbies like photography, reading, cooking, sculpturing, drawing, rangoli, dancing, etc. can relieve the stress in a major way. And diverting the energy and mind towards a positive thinking and removing negative thoughts needs to be practiced for a stress-free life. Also, learning and listening to the music and singing reduces the stress. Then physical and outdoor games, exercise discipline also reduces stress. Then yoga, meditation, deep breathing, yogic sleep techniques, then massaging, visiting the spa to help to relieve the stress. Then having balanced and good food and meditation, enjoying nature, gardening, bird watching, then lingering in nature, rearing a pet also helps to reduce stress. Now, students, we have all the ways to manage our stress. However, if those are not successful due to certain reasons, it leads to some more serious problems like depression. Now, what is depression? Depression is classified as a mood disorder. It may be described as feelings of sadness, loss, or anger that interfere with a person's everyday activities. And the other problem, like frustration. Now, what do you mean by frustration? It is a feeling of being upset or annoyed as a result of being unable to change or achieve something. Now, students, if a person is under stress, what treatment we can provide? So the treatment is medical guidance. So person under stress should be provided with proper medical guidance and help. Then a proper counseling should be provided. Now here, counseling allows people to discuss their problems and any difficult feelings they encounter in a safe, confidential environment. Now the term counseling can mean different things to different people. But in general, it is a process people seek when they want to change something in their lives or simply explore their thoughts and feelings in more depth. Then the next treatment is psychotherapy. Now, psychotherapy, or it is also called as talk therapy, is a way to help people with a broad variety of mental illnesses and emotional difficulties. Psychotherapy can help eliminate or control troubling symptoms so a person can function better and can increase well-being and healing. And also, many NGOs also provide helping hand. So students, now let us see the information about some NGOs which provide help. Now students, let's understand about Unified Movement Against Tobacco. Now here, 45 different well-known organizations such as WHO, that is World Health Organization, Tata Trust, etc. have started the movement to control the tobacco consumption. The guidance is also provided to the activists who are active in anti-tobacco campaigns. Now next we will learn about Salam Mumbai Foundation. The children from slum area are given opportunities in the field of education, sports, arts and business. The organization also helps the children in field of education and help them to improve their health and lifestyle. This organization helps each school to take the oath of freedom from tobacco. Students, now let's understand about the government schemes. Now, government publishes phone numbers, helpline numbers to help children in distress or facing any type of issues. Children in distress contact the helpline and narrate their issues. Government offers needed help and guidelines to such children. Now students, it's good to know that 1098 is a helpline called as Childline India, which is a project of Ministry of Women and Child Development. It is India's first 24-hour toll-free phone outreach service, especially for children. They not only respond to the emergency needs of children, but also link them to services for their long-term care and rehabilitation. So students, this was the end of the chapter. Now let us summarize what we have learned. So we learned that modern technology and communication media have drastically changed the lives of the people. And mobile phones have become an addiction that can endanger the social health. The internet has such huge information that it can provide information for every question, but its use should be done only for positive purposes. Mentally ill persons are those who are indulging in such destructive and unnatural activities. Spending lot of time on television, computer or cell phone without having conscience about time management is also a sign of mental illness. Cybercrime is a criminal activity that either targets or uses a computer network or a networked device. Cybercrime Unit is a department that collects the details and investigate the cybercrime and thereby find the criminal with the help of internet. This department is under the police department. And the IT Act 2000 is enacted since 17th October 2000 and was amended in the year 2008. And Maharashtra state is the first state to start cybercrime unit which is controlling the cyber crimes. Laughter club, communicating with people, expressing our feelings, learning and listening music, physical and outdoor games, yoga, meditation, enjoying nature, gardening, bird watching, etc. can help to manage the stress. And there are many NGOs like Unified Movement Against Tobacco, Salam Mumbai Foundation, and many more work together for controlling the tobacco consumption and empower the children in the field of education, sports, arts, and business. Thank you, dear students.